Hello and welcome to Fresh Faced One Shots. My name is Joey.
And I'm Jacob.
And today we are back with Superman by Joshua Williamson. This is issue number 25, as the cover will state, a milestone 25th issue. Fantastic cover by Dan Mora here we have, which is fantastic. But also...
it's a wraparound cover too.
I love the wraparound cover. It's awesome. Kind of reminiscent of one of those 90s newspaper Death of Superman issues, one of those, because it's a full Daily Planet thing. But also
there's a lot in this issue, Joey.
But also on interiors, Jacob, we have the return of the one and only Jamal fucking Campbell. Not on the entire interiors of the issue, but still a fair bit, enough to again just remember how much I loved his art on this run. We also have
the artists are split basically on every artist except Gleb Melnikov, who's worked on this run so far. Because can we just agree? It's impressive that we've gotten to 25 issues. A lot of comic runs.
It's
Superman. It's Superman, so that certainly helps. But we've made it to 25.
I think specifically it's impressive to be at this milestone issue from one specific writer. So often you see runs get to this many issues, and especially nowadays. And it's at some point the creative team has changed to one in one way or another. Obviously, we've had different artists across the run, but Williamson has been going strong on this run, month in and month out, doing specials and crossovers in between, and it's always been impressive. I really appreciated the dedication to this run that Williamson has shown.
Yeah, and if this issue is anything to go by, he's not stopping.
No way.
We're going.
Every time Williamson continues to raise the bar, he always finds a way for it to go even higher, and I have to commend him for that. It's always a joy to read.
The man is writing a superhero soap opera in the best way possible, because so much shit is revealed in this.
Let's actually
the clip. Okay, we'll start at the beginning.
At the beginning. A very good place to start.
With a flashback. Okay, we're not doing Rodgers and Hammerstein, Joey. Shush.
So we have Jamal Campbell opening us up here once again with our cheapy Superman and Lex Luthor Lex Supercorp ad, which is very funny. But we have flashing back to Lex's actual plan, his plan to set up Supercorp and Superman and prepare Superman to essentially work for Lex.
There's also just this fascinating little aspect of Lex's character, something that reminds me a lot of the way Grant Morrison characterized Lex Luthor as a character. There's this inability, there's this unstated insecurity, his first proper line of dialogue is, "It's too cute, I want to shoot it in the face."
Yeah.
And it's specifically the chibi of himself. He's fine with this chibi of Superman, and I'm sure Clark would be totally fine with it, because Clark is totally secure in his masculinity. He can have a chibi, whereas Lex Luthor can't. Lex Luthor can't have fun.
Yeah. Which again also just makes me appreciate current Lex Luthor even more. Our current mostly mind-wiped Lex Luthor. It's great. But we have Lex's plans all in place. This is right before what was Action Comics number, I forget what issue it was, that kicked off the Dawn of DC Superman stuff. Right before he was caught, and right before we set up Supercorp for Superman, and then we flash back to flash forward again, I guess, to the present, where Mercy has unveiled our Lex Luthor clone, imbued with Kryptonian powers, and Mercy Graves has kryptonite in her chest, and
because she's partially Metallo? Question mark, baby.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
And that's totally the case. It's absolutely insane. I love it.
I didn't think it was leading up to this, but it does feel like everything was leading up to this.
Totally. Totally. And there's still more places to go. We still haven't resolved the Zod thing yet, and it doesn't get resolved in this issue. So, like, there's more to do.
I was thinking, maybe resolve the Zod thing. There's a lot of Doomsday stuff that we haven't properly resolved. Like,
yeah. It is all these little pieces that Williamson is moving around. I think in a very very wise pace. You know, like sure, it's a longer 25th issue of the run, but he doesn't take this opportunity to just throw literally everything into this issue. It is still developing the story from where we left off last time, and this
is a story of essentially 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
It's the story of Clark, it's the story of Lois, it's the story of Mercy, it's the story of Lex, and it's the story of Kal or XL, our Lex Luthor. I wanted to be Kal because of the Superman family like branding of Kal-El, Kara Zor-El.
I see. Yeah, no.
It could be. It could be the Greek letter Chi.
It's XL. Shut up.
I will blue sky at Jonathan Williamson and ask for clarification on this.
I love that you used blue sky as a verb.
It's either that or skeet.
Oh, I hate that even more. We had a great flashback. I think this section is also drawn by Eddie Barrows, which is very nice. Where we see just again Lex and Mercy just like in a genuine relationship that Mercy is afraid of because she doesn't see Lex as like the real Lex, and it's incredibly sad actually.
So Mercy then goes off. It has gone off the deep end and utterly insane, and I hate it. It makes sense. I don't want to say I hate it.
I want all my babies to be happy. It's but then we see Lex being taken to Stryker's Island, and he gets saved by fucking Marilyn Moonlight, who's finally back. I'm so happy.
I was not expecting this, but I'm so goddamn happy.
She's on the cover, and I totally ignored the fact that she's on the cover because I thought
here's the thing.
I thought it was just like a celebratory thing for like how far the run has come so far. But she's actually here. She's in the issue, and it's fantastic.
And it's clear she has. There's more things about her that we don't know, like.
Mm-hmm. We still have gotten like very little on her, but I Williamson still has plans. Clearly, I love it. You know what I really hope? I just hope none of this gets cut off by fucking Dan Slott. Like,
hey, Dan Slott is only on Action Comics, I think.
No, he's doing a different series called Superman Unlimited, I think it's called.
Oh, shit.
It's an entirely separate series. This run is still going, but Dan Slott is doing a separate Superman run. So.
I am happy I will not... I won't be unhappy. Actually, I should also say, I know nothing really about Dan Slott. I've not read anything by Dan Slott. I know people have mixed opinions on him and
people have a lot of issues with Dan Slott. I haven't read enough to truly hate the guy, but I think I'm wary of the fact that they're really pushing for Slott Superman right now, and I really hope Williamson doesn't get pushed to the side in favor of that. But
I mean, I guess this book is still selling pretty well, right?
Like, I would imagine so. I mean, that could also just be the summer of Superman push happening right now because of the James Gunn.
I mean, again, I'm not going to be unhappy that there are going to be 3 Superman potential ongoings going at once.
And plus, I mean, we have a new Supergirl series starting up soon. It's all very exciting.
Isn't John Kent leading Secret Six right now?
Yeah.
Like,
it's cool. It's really, really cool. I love.
Give me a Connor Kent book, cowards.
Yes, please. But meanwhile, after Lex has been saved, we go back to the fight with XL, and we have Marilyn and Lex coming in to fight, help Superman fight XL. I love it. I love describing these plots out loud. It's so much fun.
I love the line. It's like, Mercy did the deed clearly because we've lost our way. Then Mercy and I will be having a little chat after I kick your ass.
Said Lex Luthor with a beard. You'll love to see it.
In a green and purple power suit.
We also realized that XL is a clone derived from the same process that created Lex Luthor's Bizarro. So he begins talking like Bizarro as his skin begins to crack.
I'm like, we're doing a Bizarro thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're also like, we should say the design is also referencing Return of Superman. Like,
totally, yeah.
There's a lot of imagery
with the silver logo. Yeah, yep. So that's great. We then switch over to Dan Mora art as Clark and Lois join the fray. We get some great action here. Dan Mora absolutely crushes these pages.
Superman goes red.
Yep.
Again, this is another thing that I'm like, we're gonna have to develop this a little bit more, and it's in this issue, it's a tease because Clark gets it under control at the after things are settled.
Yeah, but it's enough to remind you that it is there, and it is still a very real and present threat.
Can we talk about how fucking creepy X/Kai L is towards Lois? It's really uncomfortable.
Yeah, and he threatens her and Clark and specifically their family, and that sets Lois off. So Lois is the one that sort of delivers the finishing blow to XL here, sending him flying back down to the earth, and herself as well, with this laser blast. In XL's ranting towards the end, real Lex, our Lex, blows his head off. Yeah, kills XL straight up.
Declares himself the real Luthor, which
Mercy says, "Lex, welcome back."
Which that's what I'm implying.
My heart shatters into a million pieces at this moment. Because here's the thing: Williamson writes this in such a specific way that I don't believe our good Lex is completely gone. I really
no. There's a way more Adrossum in the aftermath that makes me think it's something that all of the artists who have been on this book when they're drawing Lex have been very careful to do. Mm-hmm. There are certain faces Lex Luthor cannot make.
Yeah. And
there's a face of concern and shock that I'm like, that's not a Lex Luthor face. Well,
exactly, yeah. This is a guy that has, I think Williamson, over these past couple of years on this book, has actually developed Lex as a character and helped him to grow as a person, and you really feel that even in this blowout between Clark and Lex in this last scene here, that still shows how Lex has changed and shows that there is still I think more beneath him, and the Superman is totally ready and willing to ship Lex right back off to Strikers.
Well, let's be honest, Lex's reasons for doing it is sympathetic. It's he would have killed him, his daughter, and Lois. This would have been. It's it wasn't going to stop, and it's all my fault.
Yeah. He
also calls himself the Man of Tomorrow, which I'm like, that's a really interesting idea. Let's follow up on it.
Well, that is where the old Lex's ego begins showing a little bit more. But again, I just think you're right. There's so much in the way that Lex is drawn here, and the way that Williamson is writing it that I think really tells us Lex is really. So excited to see how it goes. But also very excited to see where our cliffhanger goes, because Lois has apparently lost her powers, and that is where the issue ends.
And the big tagline is, see the fallout from this epic battle next issue in Superman Red, which
gonna be fun.
This was fucking amazing. This was great.
Oh god, I just always have a great time talking about Williamson Superman. Obviously, I have not. If I haven't said it enough, I'm gonna. We need to
read more of this man's Flash. We need to read more of this man in general. We need to read this man's Flash, Joey.
I would love. Yeah, we could totally do his Flash. That would be the next logical step on the main podcast. We finished all the New 52 stuff. So we have Williamson next. So yeah, plenty of Williamson, I'm sure, in the future. So. All right, I think that about does it, though. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to check out other Fresh Face one-shots we do. I can speak. It's late. We cover Superman by Joshua Williamson. We cover Wonder Woman by Tom King, Batman: The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, The End of the Long Halloween Saga, as well as The Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone. And also check out the main podcast, Fresh Face Comics. We recently put in an episode on Captain America: Red Menace, and we are doing some Iron Man coming up next, starting off with the storyline Extremis. So that'll be a lot of fun.
I would also like to say just a quick note going into May. One-shots may become a little inconsistent mid-month due to some personal things. We're going to try to keep things on track, but there may be a week where things are delayed.
Thankfully, May won't be like March with the X-Men event going on. So
thank God.
Yeah. So, but also as always, our link trees will be down in the description below. You can follow us wherever you want to follow us. Also, subscribe to the channel, Blended Studios. Any and all support means the world to us. Until next time, this has been Joey Morgan
and Jacob Licklider.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.